Okay, so some people would say, okay, we asked for housing, fair housing. Okay, I got me a house. But then the person looked around and said, all of my neighbors are black. I don't quite think that's fair housing. Fair meaning white, okay? Okay, so I thought I was going to have some white neighbors because I also asked for racial integration. Where are my white neighbors? Well, they moved. They're the ones who sold you the house that you moved in. And then they moved somewhere else and built another house. Well, somewhere else like where? Somewhere away from you. Because they don't want to be next door to you talking over the fence. They don't want to hear the things you have to say. They don't think you have anything to say that's worth hearing. And besides, they figure you won't keep your place up like they do. Well, that's on account of they're not paying me as much. So I want fair employment too. Say, well, I don't want you to make as much money as me. I mean, what does that say about me? I lose status when you make the same money that I do. Well, what status do you want to have? Well, I believe in being royal. Now, that's where the problem is. That's the basis for racism itself, royalty. You see, when people established this thing called racism, whomever thought it up based it on the royalist model. Royalist meaning what? That some people are better than others.
This kingdom and
yes,
king
right. The king can do no wrong. The queen is always right.
Infallible.
Yes, the emperor is infallible. Even when the emperor is wrong, he's still right. That's the old royal system. We still cling to it. People say that they don't believe in royalism. They say that George Washington didn't believe in the royalist type of government. That's why many white people fled what we call Europe to get away from the royal concept, the royal political model. Talking about politics now. Let's get away from that type of politics, royalist politics. Oh, we don't want that. And then proceeded to do what? The minute they got a little bit of breathing space in a field of corn and some cotton, then they took that royalist position and put it on a color basis and say, now, white people will be royal. Black people will not be royal. They will be the serfs. They will be the slaves. They will be the gophers. Do this, do that, lift that barge, tote that bale. And we, white people, will be the royalists. And so that's the model that the white supremacists have based everything on, and they have not turned it loose. Why? Because it's such a workable model.